Hi everyone, my name is Kai Madison Trump. I am the granddaughter of Donald Trump. I'm speaking today to share the side of my grandpa that people don't often see. To me, he's just a normal grandpa. He gives us candy and soda when our parents aren't looking. He always wants to know how we're doing in school. When I made the high honor roll, he printed it out to show his friends how proud he was of me. He calls me during the middle of the school day to ask how my golf game is going and tells me all about his. But then I have to remind him that I'm in school and I'll have to call him back later. When we play golf together, if I'm not on his team, he'll try to get inside of my head. I know. And he's always surprised that I don't let him get to me.
Very nice, very nice. I think it was a great move to have his granddaughter Kai speak at the RNC because it humanizes him and make him more relatable to the average American. It was a great idea, and she gave basically a great speech to her grandfather. So let's hear.
But I have to remind him, I'm a Trump too.
Very nice.
Even when he's going through all these court cases, he always asks me how I'm doing. He always encourages me to push myself to be the most successful person I can be. Obviously, he sets the bar pretty high, but who knows, maybe one day I'll catch him. On Saturday, I was shocked when I heard that he has been shot, and I just wanted to know if he was okay. It was heartbreaking that someone would do that to another person. A lot of people have put my grandpa through hell, and he's still standing.
Yeah. That probably was one of the biggest mistakes that made the Democratic Party lose this election, is attempting to eliminate Donald Trump completely from the political board, from the planet, from the surface of the earth, and it made him basically more popular. So yeah, bad move.
Grandpa, you are such an inspiration, and I love you. The media makes my grandpa seem like a different person, but I know him for who he is. He's very caring and loving. He truly wants the best for this country, and he will fight every single day to make America great again. Thank you very much.
Well, we will see about that. If Donald Trump actually makes all his promises come true during his 4-year term. So let's have a little bit more insight about who Kai Trump is.
Donald Trump's dance style seems to run in the family. The president-elect's granddaughter, 17-year-old Kai Trump, recreated his now viral YMCA moves in a new TikTok. The budding golf star showed off the routine while on a private jet with her pal Emma. The pair mimicked the politician's famous gestures, including golf swings, hip shakes, and pointing at the audience, which all caught traction on the campaign trail. Kai may be taking the trend to a new level, but it's not just the Trumps who are getting in step. Kai's video comes amid a growing number of athletes doing the Trump dance as a new victory celebration, from UFC's John Jones to a slew of NFL players in the end zone. Kai is the daughter of Trump's son, Don Jr. She's been an increasingly public presence in recent months, joining her family at various events throughout the election season and beyond, and making headlines for her speech at the Republican National Convention over the summer, where she reflected on her relationship with her grandfather.
When I made the high honor roll, he printed it out to show his friends how proud he was of me. I know. He calls me during the middle of the school day to ask how my golf game is going and tells me all about his. But then I have to remind him that I'm in school and I'll have to call him back later. When we play golf together, if I'm not on his team, he'll try to get inside of my head. I know. And he's always surprised that I don't let him get to me. But I have to remind him I'm a Trump too.
That was a great speech. It was actually a great speech and very helpful for Donald Trump's campaign. That probably helped him win, actually. Here, an interview from Fox a couple of hours after the RNC meeting.
How proud of you were her last night? What was it like for you as a dad?
I've had a lot of proud moments this week, watching my father come up defiant after being shot, but watching Kai do that was it was one of those, just don't cry, Don. I don't want to ruin my reputation where they think I'm a nice guy, but she did so well. It was interesting. She was with me when we got the call this weekend about my father being shot, and we didn't know for 90 minutes, and she's very close with, she calls Grandpa because of golf. Kai's a great golfer. She's a competitive golfer, so she's with him every weekend. They talk about golf every day. It's funny, so they have this great relationship. And she called me on Monday and just said, I feel really strongly about this. I want to speak at the convention. I was like, are you sure? Like, it's not an easy first speech venue. And she's like, I'm sure. So I called my dad. I was like, can I give her some of my time? He goes, wow, yeah, but that kid's a winner. She'll do great. And she did. And she did.
So, so you guys were together. You talked about it a little bit last night, but it must have been very frightening for you.
Yeah,
to hear what happened.
It was. We were on a boat on Saturday. I was with some of my friends, and Kim called Dad, and the news broke. I was getting all these text messages, but I was getting hearts, and I'm so sorry. Yeah. And I had no clue because I wasn't on my phone. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Right. And then after 10 minutes, and we finally realized what was going on, and it was very heartbreaking because, it was such a sad moment because no one knew what was going on, and we didn't really know until like 90 minutes after.
Yeah, that's a really long 90 minutes.
That's a long time of unknown.
A very long 90
time.
Minutes for all of you. What did you think when you first saw that image, Kai, of him standing up and pumping his fist with blood on his face?
I've never seen something like it. I thought it was so amazing and so strong, and you can't fake that in that moment at all. That means...
Yep, this is probably one of the most impressive picture of the political landscape from the last couple of years, and probably made him win the election as well. He stood up very courageously, very strongly, and appeared to promote what America stands for: freedom and liberty, and the will to succeed no matter what.
Like, he truly cares, and he's fighting for America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to hear from your dad and your grandpa tonight. Obviously, it's always a big moment at these conventions for the nominee to stand up, but particularly so, given the events of this week. What should we expect tonight, Don?
It's interesting. I've been so running around doing the media and worrying about my own speech, and then making sure, for the opening speech for Kai in front of 30,000 people and tens of millions on TV, I hadn't focused on it. On his, I spent 4 hours with him on Friday, the day before he was shot, actually working on the original speech, and that was pretty fire. Yeah. But a lot's changed in 72 hours. So I haven't seen that, but I've heard from the people that have been working with him on it. It's a very different speech. It's probably very different than what you're going to be used to from Trump. And while Trump will always be a fighter when he's attacked, I think that's the same resolve that he showed the other day. That's the resolve that has kept us out of wars, Martha. That was the resolve that helped us sign peace deals in the Middle East and stopped our adversaries from invading their neighbors for 4 years. Once that resolve went away and America started exuding weakness, it all fell apart. And so I think there'll always be some of that message, but I think it is a message about unity and putting America first and fighting for the people. You saw a lot of that in J.D. Vance's remarks last night.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. I think it was a great speech overall. I think Kai Trump has a very bright future. Of course, she's gonna get help from her parents, from her grandparents, but she's already very, very popular and has her own YouTube channel. So you should definitely go follow her, see what she's up to, and we will follow her on this channel as well. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you click right here to watch the next video, and I will see you there. Bye bye.